Previously on Jack and Bobby.
I'm taking you to your lame-ass dance.
You two came together.
All she had to do was ask.
You couldn't even tell him he got you pregnant, and now you're back with him.
I wanted to make you jealous. I love you, Jack.
I was just trying to help her out.
Hey! Stay the hell away from me!
Would you lose your date?
Get him, McAllister. Keg's not gonna drink himself. I found Randy. I think he's okay. He's breathing. Come on, miss.
Kids say a deer darted out on the road, they clipped it, swerved, and hit the tree.
These skid marks back that up. How are the kids?
Pretty banged up. One kid, Randy Baumgart's in a coma, no telling when he'll wake up.
The DOA?
Melissa Belknap, 16.
Missy Belknap, the Reverend's kid?
She was riding in the flatbed with her boyfriend, the one we took to the ER.
Anyone contacted her parents yet?
Told the Reverend and his wife to meet us at the hospital.
Oh, I hate proms. Keep the trucker standing by. I'm gonna need a statement. Where's the kid who was driving?
I got him right here in the car.
It was a shock to the system, all right. Hearing about him running. I mean, when I knew Bobby, he was barely president of the Space Club with like 4 members. Now he's running for president of America. We'd fallen out of touch by the time we were, I don't know, in college. After seeing him on the web, or the balloons and everything, I really wished I could talk to him. And just to say, hey, wish him luck or something. I mean, of all the people running for president, I never thought I'd see Bobby. Politics, that'd be more his brother's thing, Jack. He was the rock star. If anyone was going to make it that far, it was going to be him. And again, Jack's life didn't turn out like anyone expected.
I'm Detective Simmons. Have you had anything to drink tonight, son?
No, sir.
We're gonna need a breathalyzer on him.
Oh, we already got it. Right when we got here, he's clean.
Okay. I'm gonna keep you in the car so we can drive to the hospital together. Is that all right?
Okay.
41, this is dispatch. What's your ETA for incident? December 7th, 1941.
Ask not what your country can do for you.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
We are caught in war wanting peace. An ever-expanding American dream.
We must go forward as one nation.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Right now, as far as I know, you said that he wasn't.
Are you all right?
Fine.
You're not hurt.
I'm fine. He's okay, girl.
Where's Marcus?
Getting stitches. His dad's on his way.
Is he?
It's just a cut.
Oh my God! When the police called, I hardly heard what they said. I was so.
Where's our daughter? Where's Melissa?
Where's Missy?
Reverend Belknap.
Yes, we're looking for our daughter. Is she all right?
Could you come with me, please?
Can I do anything for you? You need anything before bed?
No.
Okay, well, you must be starving. It's been hours since you've eaten.
I just want to go to bed, okay?
Okay. All right, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll take you down to the station. You can make your statement. And...
What statement?
Honey, the police need to question you.
Why?
I know it's painful, but you just need to tell them what happened once. That's it. They promised me just once, then you won't have to talk about it anymore.
I don't want to go down there. I don't want to talk about it. God, I just lost one of my best friends. Can't you just tell them that I'm...
It's okay. Take it easy. Take it easy. Look, I know you're tired and you've been through a terrible shock. Why don't you go up and get ready for bed? I know this will all be less overwhelming in the morning.
Well, of course I'm going with you. Why wouldn't I be going?
I'm just saying you don't need to if you have to work or whatever.
This is no small thing that happened here, Jack.
I know that.
I know you're probably still in shock, but I just... Well, I fear the enormity of this is going to hit you at some point, and you may need to talk
I'm fine, Mom. I just deal with things differently than you do.
Okay. So you're all right to discuss it with the police today?
I'm fine.
Just let me go with you, Jack. Let me do this.
All right, whatever.
Here. Need something.
What's this for?
It's that hat you gave me. Remember? You said it was lucky, so you won't go to jail.
Bobby.
I'm not gonna go to jail.
Your brother didn't do anything wrong.
Well, last year when Troy Grinnell crashed into Lincoln Pond and the other kid drowned, he went to jail, Mom.
Yeah, Troy Grinnell was drunk when he drove into that pond.
Okay, fine. It's just for luck, okay? That interview thing.
Thanks.
Did you get that, please?
You ready for Warren Bueller's Day Off?
Hey, I thought we were hanging out at your place.
Yeah, but you know my mom, she starts vacuuming at like 6 a.m. and I had to escape. Besides, where else in Hart am I gonna see a hardened criminal?
He's not a criminal.
Well, he's not innocent until proven innocent. Brad Whistler told me the whole truck was like completely covered in blood.
Look, can we just not talk about this right now?
What? Dude, you got front row seats to the biggest thing that's happened around here in like forever, and if you're
Missy
not
died, Warren.
Yeah, I know. It sucks. So, are you ready for the big plan? For tomorrow, remember? We're talking about the end of the 8th grade here, the entry into high school.
Look, I don't know why you're making such a big deal out of this. We'll still be at Truman.
Yeah, I know. Just, it's the end of an era. You know, the junior high era.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, we're gonna bury the time capsule.
My mom bought me that time capsule. How can it be cool?
Because we're gonna make it cool.
Remember when you said I was nuts to be so into Space Club?
Yeah, so?
Well, this is kind of like that.
Okay, well, who's the first person to sign up for that stupid Space Club anyway?
Fine, I'm in.
Yes.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I know this is difficult, but I need you to walk me through what happened last night from the beginning.
Okay. Well, it was a spring formal.
And who was present?
With us, it was me, Marcus, Courtney, Missy, and Randy.
It was a blast. A really great time.
Kind of seemed like the perfect night.
So you're having fun, and yet you all decide to leave before the dance is over?
I think that was Randy's idea, actually.
So Randy was drinking then at this point in the evening?
Yes, sir. I think he was.
And you? Were you drinking?
No, sir.
I stuck to the fruit punch.
A little, yeah. Randy gave me some.
So no one gave Jack anything to drink, even though Missy and Randy were both fairly inebriated?
That's true.
Randy wanted to drive?
Actually, no. He wanted to go, but he knew he was too drunk to drive.
We were trying to be responsible.
So I offered.
You offered to drive.
I wanted everyone to be safe.
Jack's just that kind of guy.
The kind of guy that steps up.
Do you remember the conversation between Jack and Randy?
Not really, no.
No. Take a second. Think about it.
I just remember Randy tossing the keys to Jack. That's all.
Did you offer to drive?
Me? No, sir.
Because you'd been drinking?
Yes. I wouldn't do that.
Was it really scary?
Was what scary?
You know, talking to the police.
It was fine.
Mom says you're in denial.
Great, it's Freud and son. Look, don't listen to Mom. She doesn't know anything about anything. Just keep doing your coin collecting or whatever it is you're doing.
Counting up my allowance.
For what?
Flowers?
For who?
There's this place on the road near the accident. People are leaving stuff there. I can say it's from both of us if you want.
Hey, I just came by to see how Jack was doing. You're busy, I'll come back.
Oh, no. I'm just, well, it's a little hard to concentrate.
Yeah, I've been pushing papers around my desk all day. I can't,
We're grown adults, kind of. Think how it must be for them.
Courtney's tough. After her mother, you worry they'll get too tough. You know, I mean, enough of these things happen, and...
I have the opposite fear. To me, they're still newborns, you know? Thin-skinned, soft skulls, up until they're adults. And Jack, well, I don't even know how you begin to forgive yourself for something like this.
Is that what he's saying to you?
You kidding me? Jack speak? Happens so rarely, even under the best of circumstances, and now...
That's what I worry about with Courtney. She's such a stoic. She'd never tell me, even if she were crumbling.
You'd never know?
Sometimes I find myself wishing she'd fall apart, just so that I'd know she was feeling something.
Peter, they'll be all right. Kids are resilient, right?
I don't know. You lose a little bit of yourself each time, don't you? I mean, I don't know if you ever really heal. If you asked me, is Courtney the same person after her mother? She's not. I don't think she ever will be. Oh. Okay.
Dude, I cannot believe that we just got Mr. Macon's toupee. What's next?
Dina Greenberg's underwear. It's the, pièce de resistance.
So how are we gonna get it?
Trust me, I've been planning this day in my head for years. Ditch the loot. Oh, hi. Is Dina here?
I'm sorry, she's not home from ballet yet. Would you like me to tell her you came by?
Actually, my friend and I, Bobby here, we've been outside all day playing street hockey, and the thing is that, Bobby, he really has to pee. Yeah, and my mom says it's not healthy to hold it in for more than 4 hours.
Please come inside. The bathroom is just up the stairs, right next to Dina's room.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my God. I cannot believe you just did that.
Hey, you knew the work would be dangerous when you accepted the job, okay? Dude. Hey, you think that's where she keeps them?
I don't know. Do girls keep their underwear in the same place we do?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Wow. They're beautiful.
Hurry up, man. Mrs. Greenberg already thinks that we're weird.
Hey, why don't you two just get on out of here?
Lunch shift's just started, Mr. Hyde. We can't bail on you now.
Please, bail on me.
Rush will be on for another hour.
I'm not asking you, Jack.
Just hold it together just a little longer. It'll get easier, I promise.
Yeah, until Randy wakes up.
Jack?
Reverend Belknap, I've been thinking about you and your wife ever since the accident, and I just wanted to tell you how sorry I am for your loss. It's just, I didn't really know when to write.
My daughter's funeral is tomorrow. My wife and I would like it if, we'd really like to put her to rest in peace without any reminders. Do you understand? Please don't attend.
We are so freaking cool.
I can't believe that we got everything, you know? The porno, Mr. Minkin's toupee, and Dex's nose ring.
I still can't believe you busted into her locker. Do we really have to bury him?
We're burying everything else.
Yeah, I know, but it just doesn't seem right.
Oh my God. You finally decided to do the time capsule.
It was all Warren's idea.
Oh, that's a brilliant way to preserve your memories together.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's a lovely thought, Warren. I know how hard it is to lose a friend, especially at your age. But you know, moving doesn't have to mean the end of a friendship.
Who's moving? You're moving? You weren't even going to tell me at all.
Look, it was really hard, okay? I guess I just thought I'd call you in a few weeks.
When? After you left?
Just give him a chance to explain, Bobby.
My dad got a job with this really big practice in Chicago. But I mean, my mom said I can still visit.
Yeah, and we can take a trip to Chicago if you want.
Just go.
Bobby.
I don't care if I ever see you again.
Warren, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. Just get out!
You just need to give him a chance to explain.
No, I don't.
He was afraid to tell you, but he's still your best friend.
No, he's not. I don't have a best friend.
I want to thank you all for coming here today to honor and to celebrate my daughter, Melissa. I had to pray before I came up here. I had to ask God for the courage to stand here before you and do the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. And I realize now, as I look out at all the familiar faces, that God sent that courage to me in the form of your strong and loving presence. I don't know how I can begin to say goodbye to the person I love most in this world, my beautiful little girl. I don't know what I can tell you about Missy that would do justice to her spirit and her light, I guess I'll just start with the most important things. She loved cheerleading. She loved chocolate chip cookies. She loved coming here each week to hear me preach. She said it made her proud. She took extra care to say that to me on those semi-rare occasions when I'd really screw something up. There's a story in Matthew 9 of a father who brings Jesus to his daughter who has died. And as Jesus looks down on the girl, he says to the crowd with love and compassion, he says, "Depart, for the girl is not dead but sleeping, and through her faith she is awakened." Well, Missy strayed from her faith. She strayed from her God, and now she will never be awakened again. My little girl drifted down the path towards temptation, towards that dark world of sin, the ultimate sin, a world from which you can never return in this life. Would that I could have saved her, that I could have reached out to her and steadied her and put her back on the path towards the light. I only wish that somehow, through His grace, that her soul will now be set free. Please pray with me. Christ, grant us your serenity and love as we stand here today with one who has strayed.
That was blasphemy. Treating his child like a criminal at her own funeral. It's shameful. Putting it all at the doorstep of the Bible. Death is the wages of sin. If anyone, he should be blaming himself.
No. You should be blaming me. I lied to you. I was driving the truck. Jack wasn't drinking. I was. Before the cops ever showed up, we decided that we would say that Jack was driving. They were trying to protect me. Every day I wake up hoping that someone would find out. That someone other than me would be sitting here telling you, I did this. All of this. Please say something.
I have to go call Jack's mother right now.
What are you gonna say?
Tell her son is innocent. He tried to do an honorable thing for an undeserving friend.
Your mother's going to be so disappointed. She kept asking when Missy's sophomore photo would be done, and now? Well, she already has this one, right? From last year?
The picture's for me.
Well, take the wallet size, then. It'll be easier to travel with.
I'm taking this one.
All right, if you want to carry it, just make sure you wrap it properly so the glass doesn't break.
I'm taking this one because I'm not coming back.
You said a week.
That was before.
Before?
Before you desecrated the memory of our only daughter at her own funeral. It's shameful.
I told the truth.
Well, if that's your truth, I don't want any of it.
Evelyn, we're all we have left. Couples after something like this, couples always struggle. If you'll
What you said today was hateful. I never knew you could be so unforgiving. That was Missy you were talking about. How could you say those things?
What is the purpose of our tragedy, if not to aid some other Christian who might be struggling with temptation?
There was no purpose. Our daughter is dead. And there's no reason. I hope God will forgive you for the things that you said. Because I never can.
This was God's will, Evelyn. I didn't make these things up. You have to respect that.
Any God who would will my daughter to die doesn't deserve my respect.
It was unforgivable. What this man did was unforgivable. I mean, I should have just walked out. I don't know why I didn't. Oh, God. She deserves so much more.
Yeah, she did.
And you didn't get a chance to say goodbye. He robbed you of that.
I'm fine.
Well, I just know how much she would have wanted to have you there.
Mom, really? I'm okay.
Okay,
And even if I wasn't, going to some creepy service with Missy's creepy dad wouldn't help anybody get past anything anyway.
Okay.
Besides, somebody had to be here to take Bobby's millions of phone messages.
So I guess you guys must be starving, right? I'll just go start dinner. Bobby, you'll come back down and help me set the table in a few. Okay.
Being a little harsh on the guy, aren't you?
You don't even know what he did.
I know what he didn't do. Kids don't decide to move to Chicago. They get forced to by their parents.
Mom told you?
And Warren.
Great. Tells the whole world and he doesn't even bother to tell me until he's like packed.
Probably wanted to, just...
Then why didn't he?
Maybe he was scared to. Scared you'd get mad. Or just scared to say it.
I would have told him.
You think you would have, but... You don't know that till it's you on the line. You don't know what you do.
I would have told him. Wouldn't just leave somebody.
It sucks getting left behind, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
We don't ever have any choice over stuff like that. Dad, Matt, now Missy, they're all gone, Bobby, and I never got to say goodbye. You still can, and you should.
Jack, a word, please. Now? I know you fancy yourself as the Thomas More of the M&M generation, but this is not something you can do out of principle.
He could have gone to jail, Mom. That accident wasn't his fault. I would have hit that deer, too.
You don't know that. You might have had fast enough reflexes to slow the car, as he might have had he been sober.
I can't let him wreck his whole life over this. Not if it's in my power to help him.
At what cost to you?
I don't know, but whatever
Yeah, exactly. You don't know. You're just out there flying blind.
It can't be as bad as what can happen to him.
How do you know that?
You know how it works. Stakes are just different for him.
Okay, sadly, you may have a point, but Jack, come on. Are you sure you're prepared to take this on? Because with all due respect, I don't think you understand what that's going to mean. What it's going to mean to be the kid who killed Missy Belknap for the rest of your time in hard and possibly for the rest of your life because, in fact, you're innocent.
We were all innocent.
The iterations of this are something you're going to feel from now until who knows. Believe me, because I know this community will be your judge and jury whether you ever end up in court or not.
If I'm okay with that, then you should be too.
Well, I'm not. I'm not okay with it. I'm very certainly not okay with it.
It's my life.
No, it's not. It's Marcus's and Courtney's too, and Bobby's and mine for that matter.
I've made my decision. So what are you going to do? Turn me over to the cops?
It doesn't really matter, Jack, whether I do or I don't, because... Yeah. Really? When? I see. Okay, I'll tell him, thanks. That was Courtney. Randy just woke up.
Any news?
Still just waiting. Doctors only let us in one at a time.
Take it, Courtney got here first. Look, I'm sorry.
We all agreed to this.
Yeah, we agreed before.
Before what?
Before the funeral. Before I knew what it was like to hide behind you. Man, this isn't right, Jack. It never was. We can't keep a secret like this.
No, you can't. What is it? What'd you tell him?
Nothing. I didn't have to tell him anything because he didn't remember.
He doesn't remember who was driving.
He doesn't remember at all. Not getting in the car, not the accident. Nothing.
Look, he could remember later on.
No, we stick to the story, we're fine. Tell your dad for your sake to just keep quiet.
I was a little freaked out. Some guy from my old hometown was putting up a new security tower in his backyard when he dug up a container buried in the lawn. One of the magazines inside had my name on it, I guess. I had no idea what he was talking about. Then I remembered that time capsule. It was just junk. But back then, it had everything we had worth having. The first beer we ever drank, toupee off one of our teachers, some underwear we swiped from this girl I used to be in love with, Dina Grossberg, I think was her name. Then there was a tape from an old digicam. That I didn't remember. I figured that had to be Bobby's.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, she packed everything. Remember that rubber band ball I had on my desk?
She packed that?
In bubble wrap.
When are you going?
We're leaving tonight.
Hey, you want to go over to the Quickie Mart and get a slushie?
You're not still mad at me?
Nah, not really.
Hey, you know, my mom said I can come on the train and visit in the next week.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, she said we'd, get the train schedule, so...
Very cool.
Yeah.
Just, kinda got you this thing.
What's this?
Kind of a going away present type thing, come on.
Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah, since, we never really got to do the time capsule.
Yeah. You know, I told BJ and Brad that we busted into her house. They totally didn't believe me. Here. Take a picture before we bury it, okay? So you can show it to those guys.
But I brought it for you.
Look, man, we both stole them, so... This way, it's for history.
Warren!
Well, I guess I should, you know, finish packing.
Well, bye, Warren.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Bobby.
Yeah.
See ya.
We planned on staying in touch. We didn't. We tried to after I moved, but we were just kids. I had no idea how to even get a hold of him. You have no idea how hard it is to get a message to the president until you try. They wanted a biometric scan just to send an email. Then I remembered Governor Kelly was a client of mine. I put more than a couple of bucks into her campaign. She could help me out, put in a word. 2 days later, she told me to expect a call. Then the phone rang. I was scared to pick it up.
Look, this thing is behind us. No one else is gonna know.
This was a very generous impulse, Jack. But it just isn't right. No, there's no happy ending here. This whole thing's not going to disappear just because you want it to.
We're grateful to you, Jack, for all you've done and tried to do for Marcus, but your mother's right. He's gonna have to, sooner or later, be responsible for it.
Any one of us would have hit that deer.
I'm not so sure the police would agree.
Well, that's exactly why we told them what we did.
Manipulating the truth is not a viable path to justice. The police
Never would have believed us. You don't even believe it was an accident.
No one here is saying that Marcus did this intentionally.
Look, you were faced with a choice. You made the wrong one. Let's just fix it before it's too late.
No, we can't fix it. We can't. Because Marcus had something to drink. Wasn't drunk, just had been drinking. He could go to prison for this. Prison. He's never even been in an accident, and he hardly ever drinks. If he tells them what really happened, what happens to his future? College? Jobs? It won't be like me, where everyone thinks, poor kid, he hit a deer and someone died. It'll be, that kid was drunk driving and he killed someone. How is he gonna live with that?
I'm already living with it.
It'll screw up your whole life, man. Me, it's just a couple dirty looks. We already lost one friend that night. We can't lose another one.
I don't know. Given the options...
Wait. Given the options, we determine the truth with a show of hands now? Since when is justice democratic?
There's no justice here. There's just minimizing loss.
Okay, even if we could keep this quiet, which I highly doubt.
We can keep this quiet.
Can or should.
There's something more important than the truth. There's people and what the truth will do to them.
It's not your place to protect people from the truth, Jack. It's not even possible to do that.
Somehow I thought you'd agree with me on this.
It's not the same thing.
How's it different?
Jack?
And isn't it you who's always talking about respecting other people's decisions? Well, this is my decision. And it'll make it better for everyone.
I think he's right. As unnatural as the whole thing seems, I think we may just have walked away from something even worse. And I think if you're truly willing to take this on, then we should let him.
Okay.
Let's start dinner.
No, it's okay. Chloe's at Danielle's, so don't bother. I'll just call for pizza or something. That sound good?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Rigolettos or the other one?
Rigolettos.
Okay. Well, why don't you get ready for bed and I'll call.
Thanks.
It's the one dad skill I got down.
I meant, for everything. Tonight.
Sure. You okay?
Yeah, I am.
Pop-Tarts. Jack, there's whole grain cereal in the cupboard.
Thanks.
Sorry, I have a late lecture tonight. It's been scheduled for months. Otherwise, I would have...
That's fine.
You watch Bobby? You know, we haven't really had a chance to talk about it.
We don't have to.
It's just... Well, I'm still not sure I agree with your decision, but you did a noble thing. Maybe not the right thing, and while it completely terrifies me, it also makes me very proud.
Hey, Jack, it's for you.
Sure. I was nervous to see him. Bobby showed my family around the White House himself, the Rose Garden, the map room. He let me play with Washington's gun. I'm not gonna lie, that was seriously cool. Then he took me into the Oval Office. I thought it was part of the tour. But when he shut the door and kicked out all those suits who follow him around all the time, I knew something was up. Like that, he was all business, asking me about that tape I found. Did I watch it? Did I tell anyone what was on it? That's when it hit me. This whole trip, calling me back, inviting me to see him. It was all about this. He was worried about what was on that tape.
I thought we were done talking about this.
We are. I just wanted to say thanks.
You said it. You've been carrying me for years. This is just payback.
Yeah, and the thing is, I know you want to help me out now. But if you change your mind...
Let it go, man. It's done.
Look, all I'm saying is if in 10 years you want people to know what really happened...
What, I can call you up and you'll tell everyone?
No. I did you one better.
What is this?
It's everything you need to know if you decide you want people to know the truth. Every last detail. What happened, how I was driving, the interview with the police. Everything.
Did your dad make you do this?
No. It was my idea. Like, I know why you did what you did. It's just... people change, Jack.
Well, I'm not gonna change. Not about this. So you can just tape over it, break it, do something.
I want you to keep it.
What am I supposed to do with it? Just drop it off the bank tomorrow? Put it in my safety deposit box along with all my stock certificates.
I know where you can hide it.
So I told him the truth. I didn't watch it. I figured it was his tape. I wasn't going to watch it without him, so I gave it back to him. It was like he finally started breathing again. I guess whatever was on that tape was pretty important. I didn't ask. We hung out a little while, watched the game, had a few beers, talking, joking, remembering stuff I forgot ever happened. The time we stole the shoes from the Rockin' Bowl. The rabbi catching us trying to spike the cokes at my bar mitzvah. How scared I was of this goth chick he used to go out with. He was serious about having one of his staffers track down an old Xbox so he could kick my butt at Halo 2 again, which, for the record, never happened. I was way better than him. Still. It was weird. After everything, here we were, both married, kids, successful. Me, one of the biggest accountants in Greater Phoenix, and Bobby, the damn president.
Oh, little Mac, where'd you get these? You see this, Jack? Probably bought them at Kmart.
No, we didn't. They're Dina Greenberg's. It was all Warren's idea.
Maybe it's better he's gone, little perv. Sure about this?
Sure.
What about you? You're not gonna say anything, right? That night dies with this thing, right?
You bet.
Let's do this.
Finally, I asked him. I had to. When we were kids, did you even think for 2 seconds you'd end up here? He laughed. Warren, I never thought I'd make it out of high school. Man. Girls should have been nicer to us.